Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jake, you're here for another reaction, and today I'm reacting to Season 1, Episode 1 of Echo. Now, off the bat, I thoroughly enjoyed Daredevil, the Netflix season. I think that it's one of the best things that's come out of Marvel. Not part of the MCU, but part of Marvel. I do think that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio were some of the best castings that's been done for Marvel. So I thought that I think having them back as part of this is fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. That's the main thing. I'm looking forward to the relationship between, well, if Echo is going to have a relationship with Daredevil, if Daredevil is going to just be in a thorn in Kingpin's side. I'm looking forward to the relationship between Kingpin and Maya as a child, and then her becoming when she becomes Echo. All that. So I'm looking forward to that sort of dynamic. But I am really looking forward to Echo. I will say that I enjoyed Hawkeye for what it was. I really enjoyed it, and I thought Maya, her character was pretty badass. So I'm looking forward to see how they develop her into this gritty hero or anti-hero. I'm not too certain where about Echo lies on the hero spectrum. What I will do say, I am looking forward to the fact that we are getting a gritty version of this story. I was worried that they were when doing these street level sort of shows to do with the likes of Echo, Kingpin, Daredevil, things like that. I was a bit worried they were going to not give it the... They weren't going to give it the... that sort of thuggery, disgusting, dark grittiness. So the fact we're getting it, this is the first time they're doing a rated R. I think that hard a rated R in America, but the fact we're getting it to rated 15 where I am, it would be. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to the fact we are actually getting that. So hopefully they could change their mind with fucking Blade and do that rather than do it 12A, which was anyway. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. As for the series, I think I read somewhere that they may be changing her powers. I don't know what her powers were originally. I just thought she was just badass and deaf. That's what I thought, honestly. So the fact that she gets powers is pretty goddamn cool for me. But I know some people probably be pissed off how they might change it. But overall, I'm very much looking forward to the season. Again, like I said, happy with Daredevil. When they announced that we're getting them two back and them getting their own season, I think I did a reaction to the announcement. I got very excited. If I do have it, I'm going to insert it here. And that was me inserting it if I did. If I just have a pause there and I haven't inserted it, I'm so sorry. Anyway, but yeah. So overall, I'm looking forward to the show. Hopefully it steps up. The fact we got all released only 5 episodes as well, so it's not following the 6-episode structure. They're longer than some of the other episodes, and it's different for it. I hopefully they now give it the whole idea. It has to be 6 episodes, and it is just you tell the story in how many episodes, and that's what I hope we get from this. And I hope that the audience enjoys it, because there's obviously that feeling that people are getting Marvel fatigue. I am still enjoying it. So yeah, so I mean, I think yeah, I'm here for the ride. So I am just going to jump at this, guys, because I feel like I'm rambling. But I hope I enjoy this episode. I hope you enjoy the series, but I hope I enjoy this episode. And I hope you enjoy this reaction. And if you do, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. That'll be superb. Oh, see, you know what, the lights over here. So I'm so used to doing this way, and I don't have to worry about this light, this shadow. But I'll do it. That'll be superb. There we go. But other than that, I'll see you on the other side. See, I now feel weird doing that because that's right in my face. But if I do it that way, the shadow's there. This is temporary. The next video should be back in my normal setup. So anyway, I see you out there. I'm an idiot. I also just want to point out, I did notice the chair was on the floor outside like that, and I'm just gonna keep it that way now. Ooh, so stupid. Why did I make that noise? Even the tile looks grey. Spotlight, Marvel Spot. Okay. That's a new one. Oh, this is the lake. Is this the lake underneath from What If? No, it can't be. That was from a different world, wasn't it? This looks like it is the lake, though, right? This looks creepy as hell, by the way. Ah, Oh, they better not bite its head off. Better not bite its head off. I've been ruined by other shows. They're probably in touch with nature that more than we'll ever be. There we go. What? Can we... Why? How? Who? It's good to see the birds made its way through. Is it... What's going on here? Is it like a different sun? Alright, why has she got the Thanos chin? Like, is that actually supposed to be like the... Is that actually supposed to be like the space zone sent them to another...
First Chafa's name was Chafa.
The first, yeah, like sent them to another world?
Saved her family from their cave.
Could just be a child's story. Children's story. But... Is it real? Aww. Maya!
We're cousins.
Oh,
Oklahoma.
You
We got that in
that man
in Noki as well, Oklahoma.
loved peaches. Everybody should love something that much.
Aww.
I like your peaches.
That's a horny bastard.
Few days.
Boydie! Is Maya's mother deaf then? Or are they just doing it so that they get used to it around her? That's cute either way. More so the fact they're doing it just so they get used to it more so, but...
It's raining in the tent.
Yes, yes. Oh no, this is her origin story, isn't it, of her foot?
The night winds whisper to me.
So, someone cut the brakes! Oh. Oh no! I mean, it's not an origin story unless a parent is, or both parents are dead, I guess. Poor girl. He's the fella from Oh, so someone did cut the brakes. Okay, I thought as much. In this lot, in the game that he's in, someone's cutting your brakes. That's just not happening, coincidentally. He's the fella that was in Last of Us, wasn't he? In the episode where they literally go meet the Native American couple in the cabin in the snow.
They're taken care of.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think that makes me feel better.
Yeah, taken care of.
Family is now destroyed.
Yep.
Me feel better.
Thank you.
Begged her not to marry you. You took her from us. You.
All right, I think it's time to
It's time for before where? New York.
Isn't that far enough?
No.
Oh, she still needs. I mean, I guess she's more than this, but I'm guessing this is her daughter's parent. Like, sorry, her daughter's his wife. So,
Oh, she's really hurt.
but then again, he doesn't seem too cut up about it. If that's her dad, that is if his daughter's the one that's passed away. Oh, oh, the tears are here. Holy shit. Oh. Right, no, I just pieced together Cousins. Cousins, not sister. So that's her. That's. Hold on. Cousins. So that's now that could still be the grandmother thinking about it, but then again, that could also mean that it's her sister that passed away. These kids, man. They're breaking my heart. Also, he's gone from literally, oh, I need to get away from crime. Where should I go? New York City, because there's no crime there. I slightly need to recover a little bit as well. Those tears were quick and sudden, and now I've got a little bit of a migraine.
No.
Shang-Chi would have something to say about that.
But dragons live in a different world.
Oh my god, he's great. He's right.
I know, but remember.
Yeah, I was about to say, this seems like
It's your fault.
this is the things from
Going to grow up.
Hawkeye.
Different life.
Just, some people just can't stop criming, you know? Then again, like you said, New York City, there's only so much you can do. Probably even if you have a certain background in certain things. Oh, even his hand, I love it. Because this is the night her father gets killed. Spoilers. But this night her father gets killed by Rodin. So, just think to myself, it's like, we're getting quite a bit of the backstory now, leading up to probably the point where we're going to have going forward. So, wonder how much we're actually going to get of this episode of new footage, basically, that isn't previous to stuff we haven't seen, if that makes sense. Look at that whole fuck the share mouth thing. I've just remembered as well, actually, I remember in Hawkeye, I already got to cry her father dying in Hawkeye, but yeah, that bit moment where like Kingpin gets a Vegas Maya in the action in Hawkeye, he just did like a little sort of chuckle. That sort of chuckle. So that's what threw me off a little bit there. Just thought I'd mention it now. Well, so far it's been really very much a previously on that's been extended, hasn't it? Oh, she wanted to get caught or something? That's sick. Oh my god, is he Kingpin coming to save her? Oh my god, the suit! I just have to see his trousers.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to step back.
You know who that is?
Oh, that's amazing. He literally just went up and grabbed him off her.
I understand your age.
Of everyone, he knows about rage.
My father was killed also.
By me. Are we? Because I know we're supposed to be doing a soft reboot of Daredevil Born Again, which is what season 3 of the Netflix Daredevil was apparently. But that's what we're supposed to be getting for the Daredevil series with Fisk and Daredevil in it. But are we still taking the moments from Netflix still, where I know it's supposed to be a soft reboot of the characters, because was it still Kingpin that, you know, did that to his, like a young Kingpin that did that to his own father, like in the show, or is it someone else they changed it to now?
A job.
Right. Point her in the direction of where you want her to batter people, pretty much.
Take your pain. Make it into something useful.
Like for me. Like for Kingpin. Is this guy going to be creepily searching her, feeling things that he shouldn't be? Oh, kick his head in. Kick his head in. Kick it in. How could you go back to work at security after you got dicked on like that? Couldn't do it myself.
Kingpin thanks you for your loyalty.
Oh, that's so Kingpin. He's just paid so many people off. Just one. He's literally, that's brilliant. He's gone like in the other ones. It's the other in the show. It was, oh right, I've actually paid this guy to kill you. I won't be surprised that if someone else later on has been paid to kill the other guy. And like you remember that scene in The Dark Knight where the Joker pays all the bus drivers? No, he's the bus driver to kill the clowns to kill the other clowns when it's over. That's like that sort of thing. But obviously, Kingpin. Oh, jeez! Put the fucking coffee down. Maya, do you want to do anything? Stop it! Stop it! Oh, that crunch in the midst of silence. There's no turning back now, Maya. Release that inner demon. Ooh! There we go. Yeah, fuck him up. This time we get to fuck him up. Bit more! Bit more! I wanted more and got more. Ah! I was not expecting that. I'll tell you what, I was not expecting that. I'm not even know if I'm ready to watch it yet. Whew! Right, I'm gonna run it a little bit to the entrance again, and hopefully I won't scream this time. Oh, yes! Yes!
I've been watching them all night. And then you guys show up.
I'm so giddy and happy. Oh, he's so cool. Go on. Oh, go on. Yeah, I've realised that's a metal leg. Woohoo! That's sick. Oh, I've had to pause it. For a second because that is honestly, I'm so torn between wanting to cry and scream and like a scream of happiness and a cry of happiness, and I'm just so glad we're back here. That was so good. She actually went fairly toe to toe with Daredevil. She did. Obviously, she's still not got the potential she can be, and Daredevil's Daredevil. But she did well there to even kick him a couple of times. Oh! Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's even sicker. Oh, it's cheating. And he's out.
None of my men have ever held their own with him like that.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
I expected.
Okay, so at this point now, Kingpin knows Daredevil. That's the main thing. Sorry if my hair's and it's going to be even more of a mess whilst this is going on. Holy shit. That was amazing. She did so good against him. Again, no, that moment. I like that in this one. It's more so, like, there's a couple of moments where he sort of stood still waiting for the movement. So obviously he anticipates a lot of the movements of that. But that moment where they hit you, just went like that, and waited there with his back turned. And when as soon as she then went move, that's when he then made the movement. I thought that was cool. I did like that. That didn't have to be like a face on. Like, realistically, she should be there going like, what? How the fuck did he know that? My heart is filled with so much happiness.
What you lacked was a place and a purpose. You have that now with me.
I love this. I love this.
No matter what,
I love that he's at this thing. They know each other. Like I said, him and Daredevil, they've got a bit of a history, but not too much history just yet. I don't think because all he knows of him is that they've got, well, so far is that he's just only gone toe to toe with him. Like some none of them, or have barely ever been able to go toe to toe with Daredevil. But I also just love the fact that he's just there, just sort of like, yeah, this happens, and he's just there at the laptops, making sure that she feels good about herself with a big old glass of red wine in front of him. Also, actually, thinking about it, Daredevil was then obviously going on in the background during all this time, because if this was obviously post Ronin but before Hawkeye, that means that Daredevil was at least a thing, possibly, maybe even during the snap. If Charlie Cox was if if Matthew Murdock was around during the blip era, when all the other heroes didn't step up. Did he say that? Was that a thing, maybe? I can't remember. I don't think. But if that was during the blip they were all away for 5 years and they needed new heroes to step up, that'd be cool if a Charlie Cox was like, someone has to, the crime is fucking ridiculous now, you know? Just, yeah. Oh, this is the bits from Hawkeye here now. Oh, so we got a bunch of it. Wait, hold on. That wasn't all the stuff from Hawkeye. That's a different bit. Hold on.
When you find him, he's mine.
So Daredevil has been around for a long time then, thinking about it, because all this stuff is happening in the background whilst this is going on. That was her first outing. So she's still trying to find her father's killer. Wow, okay, cool. Cool. They've cut out certain lines. Also, that drop to the floor, 5 months later, that drop to the floor wasn't as much of a thud as I was hoping it would be. Oof, girl, what have you been going through? Imagine a trucker just comes around the corner and sees this. Just be like an Abe Simpsons, or just walk right back out. You'd have to pretend like you didn't see this shit. Oh, girl, you need to pull over. If you're starting to fall asleep or die, pull the fuck over. Thank you. Oh my god. Imagine after all these years still being predictable where you'd leave your key. You'd have to change it up like in the past, I don't know, 20 years. She's stitching her wound closed with floss. That's going to be minty. That's going to be stinging. Oh shit, is she having visions of the ancestors? Why would you go back to like a family home? Oh shit. Fucking hell. That's going to be Bonnie or something. But why would you go back to a family home? That would just make you just so sad.
Maya? It's me, Biscuits!
Oh shit, Biscuits! It was 20 years. I shot in the dark there. Fucking hell.
How long?
Dog. If anything happens to that dog, I'm going to freak out. Billy Jack, best name in the world.
She's busy. New York.
Say no more. Big Apple.
Hello.
Go on, Bonnie, mate. That's Bonnie, right? I've just assumed it's Bonnie. I'm here for it. Make America skate again. Fuck off. Yeah, your condition, don't think you should be skating, Maya.
I have a headache. Okay.
Someone's hungover as shit.
Well, hi, howdy, hello, Becca.
Did they just push in front of her? Oh, they haven't. Okay, they just hadn't off the thing. Oh, wow. Well, shit. This guy's gonna get murdered because the king is not dead.
Bullet or blade?
Oh, shit.
What are we working with here?
Oh, okay. I thought... okay, it's a doctor. I actually thought she was fitting her for roller skates.
Locking, he must...
Morticians are resident mortician.
Off the books. Yeah, so you want it off the books and you want it gone and fixed. She's here.
Dental floss. Nice. Take a deep breath.
Oh, God, I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, thank God I didn't see it. Thank God, because that whole... I don't mind blood, gore, or anything like that, but... something that I know that would sting, I actually feel the sting. That's a green screen and a half. Look at that. One of these days, a scene like this is going to be them come up and trying to shout over fucking highway. I heard you have a plan! So it's because it's just a perfect day for it, isn't it? So they can talk at a normal level and no one's getting blown off the top.
She finds out you were here and you didn't see her.
Yeah, she'd be fucking raging, man.
You will break her heart.
That as well. Yeah. That's some cold-hearted shit to say. Fisk shipping. Do you remember the time when we couldn't actually see Wilson Fisk or any of his name anywhere? What a sad sight that was. Or non-sight.
I figured.
Oh, she wants to be Queenpin, I guess. But you're better than this. You don't have to turn to a life of crime, I guess.
I never saw you.
There he is. One eye down, but still kicking. Oh shit, hold on. We're getting one of these! Oh wow, I didn't expect to get one of these. Okay, let me just get my notes down before we continue to see what's on this season. Right, oh shit, on a moving train. Fair enough. Oh my god, the size behind running on top of a moving train is nuts. Like, I will never understand it in that sense, you know, like surely superheroes will get superpowers again. Maybe she has powers by that point, I don't know, but the train's pushing you that way and you're running against it and that's going at like 100 miles it's the whole thing. Yeah, okay, I'll yeah. But it looks like it's going to be culturally significant to her ancestors and to her tribe, I guess, or family, her tribes, and the tribe that your family may have been a part of. So it looks like it really is honing in on that, which is good. But I'll continue watching this now. So much, oh shit! So much murder, so much blood.
You want an empire.
You're not getting it.
You want a war.
Because it's his empire.
Have it.
Oh shit, that was so good. That actually got me proper kind of jacked up. Woo! Makes you think why they do that as well. They've released all the episodes, so why haven't they just said, carry on watching? Yeek, Charlie! Vinny D! And that, guys, is my reaction to Echo Season 1, Episode 1. A lot of shit happened in that episode. I'm very happy with how that first episode started off. I mean, I guess I could have done with less backstory to do with Echo, in the sense of what we saw already that was in Kingpin. I think it could have been... they did it, to be fair, they did it fast enough, so I can't really be moaning that much, to be fair. They did only put in a couple of scenes that we'd already seen. So it's not... You know what? It probably more structural to the story. It made sense. If you're going to be showing her past... leading up to where we're going to be continued from. and then adding in your own things, it makes sense to be able to give them us actual like 5-minute scenes of things we hadn't seen, and then go, here's 30 seconds of things you have seen, and then go, here's another 7 minutes of things you haven't seen, and then go, here's about 2 minutes of ththings you have seen, and then carry on. So it's a build up, because again, a lot of people probably wouldn't have watched Hawkeye, or if they have, they can remember, need a refresher, you know. But yeah, so overall, but again, that's for me. Is I think that was the thing. I was like, do I need it? But then again, it makes probably more sense to the story, so I'll forgive that. I mean, but overall, we got greatness from this episode, because it literally enhanced Maya's character as not only the what's the word I'm looking for? As a fallen soldier, in the sense that she's gone from not being a part of it to then being part of it, because the only reason she needs to channel her rage is due to her father's killing and his death, and you know the reason why she is doing that, but she's got to work for the guy that's obviously then she doesn't know at the time that is the one that challenged her. So he's always, of course, he's helped create her in this sense. But yeah, she's that sort of to then go from that to then actually having to turn the corner where she doesn't have to work for Kingpin, and turn that corner where she doesn't have to be the villain, and she actually helps Hawkeye and obviously the Hawkeye series, and kills Kingpin, you know, to then go from that, and then like 5 minutes there, I want his empire. I want to be queen of all this murder and bloodshed and all this stuff. So how far has she strayed from the path in which was given from us at the end of Hawkeye? Again, it wasn't too much so, because again, she tried to kill him, so it still kept in character the fact that this is not the character that we know it is, I guess, in that sense. Well, what the other heroes would be, you know. My hair's a mess, by the way. Sorry. So I'm interested to see how her story progresses. Whether they will go on a no, she's righteous. She's a righteous person now. She no longer wants to be part of this, or if it's like a have her in charge. She's the best of the worst. Or she's still like in the sense of like how we got in Daredevil's when the Punisher turned up, it was like you have your ways, I have my ways. We still get the job done. We just have different ways. So maybe she ends up being a hero that will snap some necks, you know. But yeah. But I'll go back to my notes, because it's always best to go through them. The blue pools at the start with her ancestors, with the cave collapsing in on itself. Cool, great imagery. Look, shown again, they're in touch with something that's well beyond our understanding at this moment, and also as human beings, they were more in touch with the world and nature than we ever will. We keep on destroying stuff, and hence why that could easily have been some form of militia or military or invaders just over the top of them, collapsing in the cave in which they gained powers from. But I thought it was great imagery to then traveling. It seems like they've gone through the pull, like in What If. It does seem like it's that pull from What If, and they've then ended up in a different world, which is this world, where they've then have no way to get back, you know. So they're sort of stuck. So that's okay, because they go into this world caked in certain things, and then once they've come into the world, it's then just flaked off, you know. And then they've just sort of had to just make do. That's the vibe I'm getting from. Whether it is that or not, I don't know. Just gonna sneeze. Excuse me. So I'm interested to see where we find out more to do with that. How, if it is, because again, that pool specifically, that whole thing there was to do with a different world in What If. So it's not our world, and so it can't be that one, because in this world that we have with Maya, Daredevil, all that sort of stuff, Kingpin, and all that, and where Hawkeye's happened, it's, let's call it Earth 616, you know, in that dimension where actually the Tesseract wasn't used against Surtur, and Surtur hasn't like smashed it across to this Earth where it's found these people. So it's not this Earth, but again, Space Stone can open up certain parts of them of time of space. So why couldn't it somehow end up in a high tense situation, end up pushing them into a different world? So yeah, but who knows? I'm interested to see how they do with that. I just wrote down Peaches because, you know, they were all horny bastards talking about finding someone that you love or care about, and it's it's Peaches. I will say again, the relationship between Maya and Bonnie are cousins. Now, I will say the age gap between the two parents were significant, so I don't know whether they are very separated in age sisters, as in the mothers, or if they are mother and they've just stopped. Because I don't know, the mother seems so aged, so not saying that it's, you know, I don't know anything like that. It's just they were wiser. They were much wiser than they're wiser looking, I guess. It's the nicest way to put it. They just look wiser rather than, you know, Maya's father and mother. They looked very young, youthful, and dumb, I guess. Let's put it that way. The best way to put it. But, you know, yeah, I don't know. Again, no relation. It makes it seem like, you know, they were sisters and, you know, Bonnie and Maya cousins, or that sort of stuff. So, yeah, so it makes you think that. But, again, just the age just seems a little bit weird to me. But let me know if I am wrong in the comments, I guess. But yeah, but I just put them Peach as well, because they were both, like, he was like, oh, I like your peaches. And it's just like, whoa, this really is a rated 50. Tony Stark said a lot of things, so it's fine. That one's. But yeah, but I did like that little sort of like calm before the storm. Obviously, them then going, I'm going to, again, her twist was like, the ancestors whispering in your ear again. And it's like, so obviously she has something that's been passed down. I imagine if she's been able to have some sort of level where she knows something awful is going to happen, you know? So that's maybe something that can get passed down through generations to DNA, you know, who knows? But yeah, so as soon as the man was like, do you want to get in the car and go? It's like, yeah, this is it. This is the start. This is the origins beginning. Like, this is literally where she loses a parent. This is the reason why she's going to have to move, why she loses a foot. It's going to be awful. And I mean, it is awful, sad. The reaction from Bonnie's mother is probably the most accurate thing I can call her right now, because that's why I know as a fact what she is. But yeah, so the reaction from her to be to it all, to then put a very heightened, like, sort of sense of like, this is an awful situation for you, and to know that he was dealing with crime. He was dealing with crime before Kingpin, so, you know, it's just how it is. But for him to go into Maya and then say like he still misses mummy, she's gonna be okay, and as she blames her, she's sorry. It's just so sad. Did not expect those tears, but hey, I got him. We got him. It's just, I don't know. A child blaming itself for something you haven't done is, for me, it's just so sad, especially when it's the mother's death. But again, it being the father's fault as well, because of the crimes he does. They cut the brakes. Like, he had to go out, and he did. He went to New York City, which is just like paved with good and kindness, and no aliens or superheroes or supervillains or crime bosses. It's just, but yeah. But then that's what I said. I noticed in the parts where they were taken into the fact they were splicing together the previous. I said previously on. That's why I wrote down here, where it is a previously on, where it's showing things we haven't seen. It's filling up those little gaps again. I think it. In hindsight, now that I have said it and I had the moment, I do think it was probably needed just to fill those gaps for other people, and it didn't take too much more of my time. You know, it was still able to. It told a story, and it also told a coherent background story, rather than be like, you didn't see this, you didn't see this, you didn't see this, you didn't see this, and now we're here. It was like you didn't see this, you didn't see this, you did see this, which is then led into this, which led into this, and then you saw this, and it was so. It's more of a coherent thing. So I do, in the space of about 6 minutes, I've changed my mind. But yeah, so yeah. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. The whole thing with her then, like, after her father getting killed, her then being like, I'm turned to a life of crime. Like, that, throwing that bike at the police. That bit where Kingpin rocks up and just walks through all the police. They're going like, do you know how this? Whispering himself. A lot of them are on his payroll. Him pushing the police off to then take Maya away, and then being the one to channel her rage, which is such a Kingpin thing to do. Is that it's a thing that he's trying to help him, but it's him getting them to help him, and it just puts him in a better situation, you know. And that fact that he was able just to point her rage at whatever direction he needed it, rather than what she needed, which eventually leads to her pointing her rage in a direction in the way that she wants to, which is then to eventually blow his fucking head off. But, you know, could end up doing that anyway. But that moment with the scene where she's with the security detail with the guy feeling her arse, you just knew it. You just fucking knew it. And I'm glad that she... First, I'm glad she got him like by the back of the neck up against the wall. I really enjoyed that. Once we got that bit, I was like, is that kind of it? But the fact that we then had that moment with, again, Kingpin doing this thing where it's a Kingpin, thanks you for your service or general. I can't remember what it was. But he said, and the guy automatically shoots the other bloke in the neck. It's like, yeah, this is Kingpin all over, paying off certain people to get to certain points, and so he could then set building up. I thoroughly enjoyed that. So then, obviously, that scrap going on between everyone, whilst Maya's taking the time to recognize what's happening. Just she's not been probably in this situation before. People just getting killed and sort of thrown around a bit. Great camera work in that scene as well. But then for her at the moment, the guy then to get her and her to then that moment of with the guy in her arms and going like, and when you don't actually hear what's around, you just hear was it a silence or just breathing? I can't remember now, but it was just you couldn't hear the outside moment. It was just what was in that moment. And then eventually hear I think it might have just been like I can't remember. I need to watch that bit back. But to find that moment, and then just you hear the breaking of the neck. You feel it through her, and you feel it yourself, because it is, in that moment, it is just, you're focused on moments, and then to have that moment to break it, you felt not only her decision, but you felt like you did it as well, kind of. I wanted her to do it, so, I'm glad I helped her along the way. But that bit when she walks in, let's talk about that bit when she walks in, and she starts fucking people up nicely. The ass grabber comes in, thinking that he's going to, I love the fact that she's, in that moment where you have that sort of quips where it's like, you again. Okay, so yeah, I love that the fact they've given her time to go like that, to do her hand gestures to convey the talk. I love the fact they're giving that, and she's still able to have those quips. But the problem is, the guy probably doesn't know what the fuck she said. He's like, but I love that. I think that's great. I really enjoyed that bit. For her then fucking him up, and it wasn't enough, she still smacks him up a little bit. Lovely, but we need to talk about Daredevil being in the room. Daredevil being in the room, rocking up, literally having this little conversation. We're going like, I've been surveilling these guys all night. It's such a cool Chaske Cox thing to be having the moments in between fighting to be able. Well, not Chaske Cox, but his Daredevil be able to have these talks in between fighting. And it was so good. Again, she did so well to go toe to toe with Daredevil. No one else had by that point. Even Kingpin confirmed in that sense. But her to have the moment to actually get a couple of licks in. That bit where, like, obviously, there's a point where she sort of spins and puts her leg up like that and then kicks him in the head. It was a great shot. The other guy coming in and taking it, but those points where she was able to smack him up, but him also be able to school her as well was great. That moment when she goes in to get the weapon, and as she turned, and he was there on top of the bloke, punch him, and as she turned down, he's done the roll off of the top of the top rope, well, off the fence, the metal fence, to then, or cage, whatever, to then come there. Oh, what a fucking moment that was. Again, the fight scenes I think were more in line with him actually sort of being able to recognize the movement without having to actually sort of like, again, I enjoyed it. The fact he had a sort of back to him was like ducking out of the way, sort of like, listen. I just thought it was such a good fight scene for both of them, but to bring us back into what is Daredevil, as in like what we can get with Daredevil. We got him in obviously No Way Home, where he was just doing Matthew Murdock, and then we then got him in She-Hulk, but we still got Daredevil in She-Hulk series, so it's a different Daredevil, but it's still our Daredevil, but it's still a different version of him because you have to adapt to that person's world, different way of telling the sort of the comics, different like storytelling, It's like if She-Hulk came into Spider-Man Noir's world, she would still have her moments, her quips, but she would adapt to the grittiness of Spider-Man Noir's world, there's that. That's what. But again, what a great scene for them to be absolutely fucking people up. The fact that he just left her as well, I'm not too certain why he decided to leave her, because she didn't really hand his ass to him and he didn't win. So why did he suddenly decide to, I'm just going to leave this situation? That's what I'm thinking. What's the reason as for why? But her then going back, and then Kingpin just sort of be like, you've done better than anyone else has. Well done. How was it channeling your rage? She's like, felt good. I was like, well, there we go. I knew we found something. You were family, and then bam. And then I'm fairly certain that then leads to They released obviously then showed a clip of her shooting Kingpin, which you saw. Again, I do like the idea. I said during that that Daredevil had the blip that period of time to hone in on his powers. I'd be interested to see how they tackle his origin in the sense of how he got his powers in this one. It'll be interesting to see. The whole 5 months later, her being shot, going back home, sort of made sense. You're on the run, you're trying to find somewhere to sort of like, stay out of New York, but not too far away where you have to leave the country. Where you can say, I love a shock that, not the shock, because obviously straight away you had, not straight away, Vicky, the guy behind the roller ring, texting people. But again, I'm surprised that they hadn't got people set up in and around her family to see if she would turn up, But yeah, so her going back, having the visions while she's sleeping as well. I wonder how prevalent that's going to be for her going forward. I imagine if there is this talk of her getting new powers, that compared to what they're like in the comics, it'll be interesting to see if the visions are a part of that, because she obviously she saw them in the underground lake bit, and then the tribals. I think tribals, if she say having flashbacks to other things that come up later on, I think in the show, or flashbacks, flash forwards, I don't know. But Biscuit's been there, and then Billy Jack as well. Great stuff. Thoroughly, I love a dog in a show. If that dog can have a moment where it's badass, or I don't know, she can ride the dog, or the dog rides her, I don't mind. I'm here for it. But Biscuit's been like a sort of just a dude, just sort of so happy to be here, to have his family back. Actually, she's obviously, I don't know how long it's been since she's hugged someone, other than when she's hugged them when they've died in her arms. But him hugging her straight away and just sort of wanting to be part of the family, just get to tell people. It's it's a whole thing. But yeah, so I'd like the fact to go to see more of Oklahoma. I myself personally didn't know Oklahoma was a hub, let's say best hub for people who are ancestors of the Native Americans, who consider them Native Americans themselves. Didn't know that myself. Again, I'm not big on American history because I'm not American. You don't really get taught it in the education system that I got, but they try to avoid all the bloodshed of things that's more recent. That could put a bad light on the destroying of the Native Americans, the destroying of natives across the land that's done by Western civilization. Anyway, I'm getting off topic, but yeah, so I didn't know that was a bit of a hub, so it's good to see more of Oklahoma. I didn't know that is more of, unless they've just done it for this show, but I doubt it. I think they would have just picked, this would be the hub. Makes sense. I love the skating rink. I love a good skating rink, me personally. I have never been. I've never been one. I said that like I have. I love the idea of it. I wanted to go for one for ages, and I just never have gone. It's so hard to... I might actually say it to my partner. I don't know if she knows how to skate. I've mentioned ice skating before. She can go, you can go. I won't. So I wonder if she'll do it for the skating, because I know there's one you can go to where it's a little bit of disco and you can drink. So I'd be into that. Both of them, drinking and skating. But I don't know, just something funky about it. I'd love to be able to do the concept of it's cool. Make skating great again, or make America skate again. That was it. I think I wrote it down. No, I might not. Anyway, but I thoroughly enjoyed that. Vicky being a bit of a bastard as well, a bit of a dweeb. I hope he gets a little bit smacked up. Not killed. He doesn't deserve to get killed unless he does something bad. But so far, just because he deserves a little punching, a light punching, or maybe one like full-on kick with that metal leg. One full-on kick to the dome. I want to hear the donk. I'm just trying to find my part of my notes, and I've just done a big capital letter, Biscuits and Billy Jack. That's what keeps on drawing my eye to. Again, her meeting up with her family member. Again, I love the fact that it's a mortician that gets called in, because again, it has to be off the books, and it's someone that can sort out either or. They can stitch you up, because that's what morticians do. They cut you open, remove things, cut you back, all that sort of stuff. So it makes sense that they can do either or, but. So I think that I do like that. But that whole thing, go to the top of that water tower or something like that, whatever it was, just to look around and talk. That's one way of stopping bugs, I guess, from being caught with bugs. But again, the fact that they had the telescope up there, must have been up there before, right? Bit advanced, but her wanting to be queen of this Fisk empire. It's like, is this really the direction you want to go, or is this to feel like the one that you think you only have left available? You know. So again, I'm interested to see where she goes with how this story gets told. Again, not too certain what. What was that sound? It sounded like something entered the atmosphere. I really should look. I've just listened. It stopped. I was like, yep, that's it. I don't know where she is on the spectrum of like hero and villain, where she is where the lines are blurred. So, or if she is going to be just one end. So I'm interested to see how that goes. But I'm glad that her family was like, I'm not bringing this war to the town where I live, where my family live, who I love, who you should love, who you should appreciate. So her obviously avoiding Bonnie as well, it's going to break her heart. It's true. Like, she's trying to be there for you and you're just ignoring her shit. It's like, come on, buddy. Like, come on, you know? But yeah, so I do enjoy the fact we got that. And then obviously it just ends. It just ends. I was just sort of like, it ends obviously with, pardon me, Fisk actually being alive. We know Fisk is alive. We know that. But again, that whole sort of moment of just having seen him on the wheezing away. So it wasn't like it wasn't just a sort of like a bang, but then like about a week later, he's just there, sort of like, I'm good now. I'm good. Yeah, I've got a thick eye. It's 5 months later, and he's still hooked up to an IV, dripping away. Just going, so it's good to know that it isn't like it's to be glossed over, because realistically, he should be dead. He got shot in the face, but Kingpin being Kingpin, just gotta survive. Love it. And then that led to the coming up. I don't know why they do that. I personally not the biggest fan of it. Just let me watch. But it's part of the show, so I decided to watch it. But it didn't give really anything away. It was just like small clips of things, too fast for me to pay attention to. But I got that. I mean, I'm happy with how that first episode went. I'm probably going to watch an episode a day, release them daily, or watch a couple a day, but release the videos daily going along. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that first episode. There's only 4 more episodes, so hopefully they're just doing. And this one was a lot of it. The first third of it, if not half of it, was like new episodes, things, whilst also just telling you the background of Maya, where she's been through since obviously being introduced in Hawkeye and all that sort of stuff. So, but we only got 4 episodes left to tell a story about her building an empire. What the fuck's at my front door? Hold on. It was the postman for a package that wasn't for me, so I'm very upset with that. But yeah, so so overall, yeah, I'm looking forward to reacting to this. Hopefully, we get a very well told story, and one that gives balance to the Force. No, one that gives balance to being a story about Maya, about Echo, about where she's going, where this is going to go, but also I need with everything going on, we need a little bit more structure to where the MCU is going, especially what's happened outside of the actual shows, but also in the show, it's where are we going with this? Like, where's it all leading to? So I don't know whether that would happen in Echo. It doesn't make sense that it would do, but I think this year we only get 1 film from Marvel, I think, and that's it. I don't think we're getting any more shows. We might get another show. I'm not too certain. Might be dry on the fucking show for another, I don't know, but yeah, I'll have a look into that. But either way, I'm looking forward to where this is going, this show. And I'm looking forward to do more reactions. So I'm going to leave it there, though, guys, because I've been told my room's freezing. So my partner's up there, and she's like, can I come down where it's warm? So I'm going to leave there. So so if you liked the video, please like the video, comment down below. What do you think of this episode? What do you think of having Kingpin back? What do you think of the Daredevil scene? What do you think of Kingpin back? What do you think is going to at this point? Obviously, if you steamed ahead, you steamed ahead. But at this point, where do you think we're going to go with Maya's story? But yeah, overall, and maybe again, no spoilers. I don't like spoilers. Don't ever spoil things. But things that might help me know certain things that might correct me along the way. But anything like that, comment down below. That'd be great. If you like this type of video, please subscribe to the channel. I've got a bunch of other videos around here to do with me reacting to all MCU stuff. I do MCU stuff, but I have shows. I also did the MCU phase 1 to 3 film reactions with my mate Josh. He'd only seen a couple of those, so they're all up in there. So if you're interested in MCU, Those are up there. I also react to things by myself. I do things like MCU. I do Star Wars stuff. Just doing Rebels, Star Wars Rebels at the moment. I've reacted to Ahsoka recently. I also reacted to other shows like Gen V, The Boys, with The Witcher. Those are all up there. Anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy guts. It's there. I also do Doctor Who reactions with myself as well. I'm reacting to the specials, and I will eventually react to the new series coming out by myself. But I also do reactions with my little brother Charlie to do with the older New Who episodes. We're on David Tennant's first season, so those are up there as well. So if anything like that sounds like it takes your fancy, guys, like the videos, subscribe, notification bells, all that jazz. But thank you again for watching, guys. Truly do appreciate it. Oh, which side do I point? It's this side, isn't it? There it is, yeah. And I'll see you out there. I know. Yeah. Hold on. I need to find my angle. I have to lean to do it. Anyway, there we go. This is the worst outro ever. I might as well just do that. Bye.